Hello, good evening, you guys. How are you? Happy new moon in Cancer. I was shocked I was able to get home in time to go live tonight. I'm, a little bit out of breath trying to get everything together so that we could harness this energy. We had a new moon about 40 minutes ago. This is a very potent new moon. It's very, very important. If you're catching this live stream on the replay, lucky you. You get the benefit of all of us and our collective intention and our collective focus for the wishes that we have for our nation with her first birthday post-Pluto return. This is powerful, powerful stuff, you guys. So if you haven't, please get paper and pencils. This is the only time that I sign homework. It was when we do our new moon wishes. I've kind of backed off of them lately because we were in eclipse weather. There was a lot going on. There was a lot of upheaval and chaos. And I just didn't want to create a situation that might be a little bit too tenuous or tip some of us over. So we're out of eclipse weather. However, we're going to have some eclipse clicks happening. There's a lot happening with these charts. Let me say hello to you guys really quick. How are you guys? How are you? Hi, Connie is lurking. Hi, Strawberry Rhubarb. Linda G predicted that a woman would bring down Trump. Yeah, I was thinking about that today. Yes, after today's hearing, I think it's Cassidy Hutchinson. Okay, get this. Our friend Holly Coleman today, thank goodness, could check the asteroids. Cassidy, the asteroid Cassidy. Oh, I forget where it was in relation. It was in a really powerful place. Oh, I know where it was. It was at 7 degrees Aries. And, oh my gosh, with USA Pluto return, the top of that chart, if you guys have been with me, do you remember the story about Mallory McGovern and the timing of her speech where she just popped a massive hole in the disinformation, gaslighting Republican Party bubble forever? That was the power of that moment. And we had our Pluto return, meaning our nation was reborn on February 20th. Pluto came back to its place that it was when our Declaration of Independence was signed. We are truly newborn. We are a newborn. Yes, we've been alive this long, 250 years, whatever. We are newborns. We are restarting, okay? So, Mallory gave that speech. At the top of the chart, our highest point that we strive to as a nation with this new Pluto return chart was Aries 7 degrees. The highest point, the most powerful point. I thought it special that Speaker Pelosi, Asteroid Nancy, was 8 degrees Aries. No, Mallory was 7 degrees Aries. And Samuel, effing Alito, Samuel was also 7 degrees Aries, and I said he is going downhill from there. She took the reins. Today, Cassidy, when she gave that, when that happened today, there were a lot of things that happened that just whacked Don Julio. Asteroid Cassidy, guess where she was? 7 degrees Aries. So this is like a twofer. Happy hour between Mallory and, the opposite party. Cassidy united at the top of this chart. How about that? But it gets better because thank you, Holly Coleman, found out that Asteroid Hutchinson is 6 degrees Leo. The 6 degrees Leo in the USA natal chart. When we were born the first time in 1776, our destiny, where we're headed, where all the energies pointed, was 6 degrees Leo. So we've got Cassidy up here, trining Hutchinson down here. I mean, talk about having, she has so much power right now. She does not even you guys, this is stunning power she has because not only is it conjunct the USA North Node, this is President Biden's Pluto empowerment, reborn. You get this? And the sun rules the leader of a nation. The moon rules the people. You guys, hey. And we've got the moon on the ascendant here back from February. I'm just going to freak out. There's so much awesome astro stuff happening. I'm sorry to get really excited. USA Mercury exactly conjunct. Mercury in the first house is like the most powerful point it can have in any horoscope, and it's right there, okay? That is so incredibly powerful. That's one thing that happened today. The other thing I've been tweeting about, and I'm sorry, I've been snarky and laughing about, I just can't help myself. Dark Moon Lilith is 8 degrees Cancer. This new moon is 7 degrees Cancer. We got to get ahead of this. Donald's Mercury, his ruling planet as a Gemini, is 8 Cancer. Dark Moon Lilith is the deepest, darkest pain of the feminine. Hello, Roe being overturned. Constitutional rights being revoked. Women who are left abandoned and shamed and powerless and left to die. Dark Moon Lilith. So this is like not only the female pain, the pain of the nation right now, it is also Donald's failed coup. His failed stuff to fulfill with Pootie. Conjunct his ruling planet. His birthday was 2 weeks ago, and it was a shitty chart. This is what is setting the stage for him, okay? So he's getting whacked left and right. And then Jelaine, she was sentenced today. And I think he's fearful because 20 years, she might want to do some cooperating. So that is a lot that happened today. I was saying hello to you guys. Hello. Yes, hi, Leela. Hello. Hi, Holly Coleman. Hi, Paisley. Hello. Why am I lost in this? Hi, you guys. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Apple. Hi, Dr. Nancy. Hi, Rachel. Rachel finally caught alive. Hi, Ocean. Hi, Gretchen. Any weather affecting stiff feet and legs? Oh, yes. That would be the behavior of Neptune and Uranus. Uranus is in square. Yeah, it's going. If you're feeling it right now, it's going to be lasting for a little bit of a while there. Okay. Oh boy, I have missed a lot of news. Okay, so I'm just saying hello, Rob D. Good evening. Hi, Linda Foster. Linda Foster's here. Hi, Gloria. Okay, NK. Okay, so we need to write some new moon wishes. The reason why I do this, the reason why I assign homework once a month is because the new moon is the most powerful point of creating. The ancients, the farmers' almanac is actually based on new moon astrology and the lunations. The farmers have known over time the best time to plant your seeds are at a new moon. Oh my gosh, if you have not planted your corn being ruled by the sign of Cancer, you plant it in the next 24 hours, watch that corn burst. I have grown gardens with this new moon Cancer energy thinking I was too late to get to it, and my goodness, it'll keep you really, really busy. So the ancients, our farmers, knew that if you planted your seeds at the new moon, they would create the biggest yields, the healthiest, most vibrant plants, under good conditions. Yes, meaning the astrological weather isn't too crazy. So the same analogy applies to humans. If you want to make an intention, a wish, you do it at the new moon. I call them contracts to kind of take the sting out of that. And when you write, not necessarily on your device, but as you write, so above, so below, you are literally taking that energy above your seventh chakra, beaming down to you the inspiration in your brain, you're thinking about it, and you're putting it to pen to paper. it's like it slows time down and brings that and funnels it down to earth. So what do we do here? We work collectively for our nation to make collective new moon wishes. So what I do is I write wishes here on the whiteboard. I'm going to go back and forth with the chart. But these are very productive powwows. They're very, very powerful. There are so many wishes you guys have made over the last couple of years that have absolutely come true. We wished for Georgia. We wished for Georgia to elect our senators, and it happened. There were a lot of things that we wished that happened. So this is powerful stuff. So I write this stuff out. You can write it word for word. You can use the words that inspire you. You want the words that give you traction. You're like, ooh, yes, this works. And for simplicity's sake, there's a lot of debate about this, but I always write, I want. Just for simplicity here, there's other people like to write, I manifest, I have, etc., etc. It really depends on how you work the energy. For example, I'm a Scorpio. The Scorpio sign is all about desire. I want. That gets our juices going. That's where the creative powers go. That's where we mine stuff and we manifest. For me as a Scorpio and Taurus, I have is kind of boring for me because I'm like, okay, I have it. Now what? But for the Taurian, that I have, it's like getting into the earth and taking it in all through the senses and creating from there. I don't operate that way. So use the words that you want. There are many wishes we need to write. Go ahead and write some in the comment box. You guys get some really fantastic ideas. I love seeing your ideas. But there are two things I absolutely want to start off with. It's our preamble to our Constitution and our rights. We have to get back to basics, okay? And the reason why it's so important for us now especially is because the United States has her sun in Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon is feminine. She represents the mother-child relationships. She represents the family. She represents our foundations, where we come from. She represents our security and our nurturance and how we're cared for and those things that we learn from so early on in our childhoods, okay? So I need to I need this again. All right. Oh, goodness, thank you, Linda Foster. My friend Linda Foster from Indiana. She's a good egg. Okay, do we have, yes, okay. Okay, so we're gonna just keep this simple for now. Okay, let me get to our preamble here. My phone is blowing up. I told you guys. Okay. Where's our... Okay, so I'm going to start with I want because the preamble is the introduction to our Constitution. It's what our Constitution is all about. And it seems as though people forget about the preamble and that it's kind of important. So I'm just going to start... I want our preamble and Constitution to matter to all as written regarding democracy. I want justices to stop weaponizing the Constitution. I want foreign corruption out of our institutions. I want USA to defend herself better than ever. The other thing about Cancer as a nation, Cancer is also about defenses. Locking down your defenses, locking down your property, the things that matter to you, and protecting them no matter what. Okay, that's why I added the thing about defense. Okay. I want we, the people of the United States, to form a more perfect union. People, not corporations, people. I want to establish justice, free of foreign interference and dark money. I want USA to completely ensure domestic tranquility. I want USA to totally defend against terrorism. Parentheses. I want USA to provide for the common defense of all. I will get back to this. So, I want our preamble and constitution to matter to all as written regarding democracy. I want justices to stop weaponizing the Constitution. I want foreign corruption out of our institutions. I want USA to defend herself better than ever. I want we, the people, nobody else, of the USA, to form a more perfect union. I want to establish justice, free of foreign interference and dark money. I want USA to completely ensure domestic tranquility. I want USA to totally defend against terrorism. I should say, and tyranny. I want USA to provide for the common defense for all. Okay. How are you guys doing? I want to see the state of Texas disband Abbott and his cronies and his spy network with, what's his name? Derkach. I want to see Florida disband DeSantis and his Russian, China, Saudi spy network. That's all I'm going to say about that right now. I see the chatter, and I just had to address that. Okay. Hi, Tarot Love community. Oh my gosh. I want Citizens United ended for good. We're getting ahead of ourselves. I knew this was going to happen. I just want to keep us on track right now with our preamble. Oops, I was supposed to reread that. Sorry, you guys. Continuing with our preamble. I want USA and all political parties to remember, act, that they are to ensure and provide for the general welfare. Yes, welfare is not a bad word. I want USA to embrace the welfare of all. I want the sting of welfare to evaporate. Poof. Welfare is good. We care for one another. I want USA to secure the blessings of liberty for all citizens, our friends and allies. Let liberty and freedom be blessed for all bodies. And our posterity, for all future generations. I want all our rights secured going forward, never to be revoked. Again, they revoked the birthright constitutional rights of all those who were born after Roe. I know, I'm going to get there. Just, how are you guys doing? I want the vote to be fair and just. No, I want all of ill-willed, greedy, self-serving politicians to be ousted, and I want the 14th Amendment to be used on everyone involved with January 6th by midterms. Woo! Woo, I like it. You guys, listen to you guys. You have... I want everything the SCOTUS has reversed to be codified into law by Congress. I want double the turnout for the Dems in midterm. I like that, Just Julie. What else you guys got here? Julia, I want rapid shooting weapons out of the hands of ordinary citizens. Julie, I want RICO charges for domestic terrorists on wholly owned friends. Jose, I want progressive ideas to become the norm. You know what? I want clarity on progressive because I think progressive is a word that, you know, I'm just sitting here thinking, I think like the propagandists, again, hijacked that word, and maybe through micro-targeting or whatever algorithm you're given, it's been turned into something else, because that is a word that is always like a cloud of haze. And whenever we get these clouds of haze with certain words, I'm just realizing this, it's always been an op. So we want to reclaim our words welfare. We want to reclaim our words progressive. We want to reclaim democracy. Okay. I'm just, I love your ideas. Oh, thank you so much. Hi, yeah, I want that too. You guys are so funny. EP, I want to protect internet freedom and freedom of speech for all. Hello, never again. What else? I want. Okay. I will look for what? Thank you, Michelle. Julia, I want to reclaim the word liberal. Yes, liberal's awesome. Raven, I want SCOTUS expanded with term limits for justices. I like that. Nancy, I want Kansas to vote no on the upcoming attempt to revise the state constitution. Mel, I want our children protected and safe in school. Electra, I no longer care for the word progressive or patriot. I want to reclaim patriots. Yes, ew, gross, troll, ew. Did we get rid of that person? Shoo, go away, remove. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Sandra, I want my Canadian flag back from the stupid truckers' convoy. I do too. They're dumb. And you know they're all bendies. They can't skate. It's just whenever I'd see those truckers, I'd be screaming Bender at the TV. So mad at that. Okay. Whoops, what did I leave off of? I want. Oh, wait, it's coming in. I want. As a citizen of USA Reborn, I do ordain. You guys, we're writers of this Constitution. Do you realize that? I just had that idea come to my head. The Constitution is yours. Saturn, Pluto. It's like I'm seeing a table full of people writing the Constitution. We're there. They're saying, write it. Okay. I do ordain and establish. You guys were writing a Constitution. Establish this Constitution. Oh my God, I have got chicken skin. They're saying do it. Etherically, energetically, they're saying do it. Especially on our birthday, July 4th. For the United States of America. That is really weird. It's like there's like they're all there. The forefathers. What? They're saying get the pretty deck. Okay, what? Wow, this is weird. I didn't expect that. Thank you, sirs. Very grateful that you're here. Oh boy, I just got Benjamin Franklin in my head. He's so patient. Wow, he had so many great ideas for America, what we were becoming. He's like still the astrologer. He's just like, like in a rocking chair, back and forth, waiting. Okay, what are we writing about, gentlemen? What are we writing about? Poppy Palin, the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. They're like, grab. Okay, he's telling me grab the chart. Okay, I'm grabbing the chart. Yes. So this is our new moon, Cancer. Address Lilith. Okay, I'm supposed to address Lilith. And the 17 degree. Oh, I can't keep up with this guy. 17 degrees. This is very important. This has to be addressed. These are our laws. he says, look for this. Okay, I got it. So with this chart, we had a new moon at 10:52 p.m. in Washington, D.C. So clearly, if this is the skies above, there are no planets here except for Pluto is tucked away. Stick a pin in that. At 27 degrees, we have our second Pluto return here, I think July 11th, okay? So this is tucked away in the area of secrets and hidden enemies. I don't think it's a hidden enemy against us. I think it's like a big can of whoop ass, because we also right there at 22 oh God. At 20 degrees Capricorn, we have that asteroid Potomac. I love this asteroid Potomac because that has to do with the United States defenses. This is in the 12th house, secrets, hidden enemies. On the ascendant, the sign coming up in the east, at this point, it was 17 degrees Aquarius. The United States, her moon, we the people, is at 27 degrees Aquarius. At the Great Reset for global power and global organization of governments, Venus values was at 28 degrees Aquarius. These are very important things. But right here, we've got Saturn at 24 degrees Aquarius, which we're okay. It's hitting Donald very hard right now. But it's the 17 degree mark. Here at the bottom, holy shit, you guys. There's so much good in this chart. Okay, I got it. Just let me get this out, okay? I have to explain. So, this is a sign in the east. This is the highest point of the sun, which was today, which already passed. But in this moment, this is what we're striving towards with our new moon. Sagittarius, we are striving for our laws, law enforcement, our justices, our philosophy, extremists, domestic terrorism, religion, lands far away. See where this is going? This is the most important thing with this new moon. On the ascendant, Aquarius has to do with innovation. It has to do with the humanity of things. Aquarius ruled by Uranus, there's like 3 stages with Aquarius. We've got the rebellion, the rebel, we have the visionary, we have the humanitarian. And I know we are in the age of Aquarius. I know it doesn't feel like that, but it's like we're also having to go through a lot of destruction. We're in this process where we're transferring to that. It's like we're mutating towards that humanitarian, visionary, scientific, science is good, all these wonderful things we've been waiting for. It's coming. And this new moon Cancer with our Pluto return is ensuring that we address this, okay? The other thing it is beautifully addressing, which I cannot even wrap my head around, at the Great Reset, is very active in this chart. That was on January 12th, 2020. Nope, that's not it. That was the great Saturn-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn. The last time we had it in this type of arrangement was during the 13th dynasty of Egypt, around the time of the Bronze Age. The Saturn-Pluto conjunction, yeah, it was also the astrology of the pandemics, but like I keep saying, it's like it broke the timeline into like humans and human evolution before and then after. This is how serious this Great Reset is. And when that happened, here's the chart. No, that's not the chart. I'm sorry. Here's one of the versions of that chart. Sunday, January 12th, this was 2 days after a full moon eclipse. This was around the time of Soleimani. This promised a change in world power and government structures. We're seeing that everywhere. We're seeing the change with NATO and the UN. I think that Ukraine just officially had their invite with the UN. But the sun was high in the sky over Washington, D.C., like almost like we're the epicenter leaders, like we're shaking up whatever was coming before that. And what was coming before that was the great expansion of the freaking mob. This thing that Putin G have been up to since the 90s, it's like this clips it in its place and it stops it. And we're seeing a lot of that happening. I know a lot of you don't see it, but trust me, internationally, things are getting shaken up. But so there was the sun. The moon down here always represents the people. So at the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, while Donald was still in office, and this is what booted him out, down here in this area that has to do with POTUS, the office of the President of the United States, our leader, our sun, the moon was in Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun brings warmth. The sun gives life to our solar system. So this sun, the moon was 17 degrees Leo. This is amazing. President Zelensky, his moon is 17 degrees Leo. Do you see how he's part of the new established order? His moon is right here. He's having some hard transits, but it's like this thing came along and reestablished, reaffirmed, and like protects him. Whenever I see him as protected from this chart. So this moon was on 17 degrees Leo, and it demanded that this fifth house of leadership, the POTUS, has the people at his heart. Leo rules the heart and the back. So ensuring that POTUS has a big heart for the people and has a spine of steel to protect us, okay? So this new moon, at this new moon Cancer, post-Pluto return, if this is the rising sign, who we are, what we stand for, our personality, our interaction with the world, our vitality, our health, this is the area of the self, this is the area of the partner, and here at 17 degrees Leo is on the descendant. The descendant, the sign in the west, the sun setting. This kind of chart looks to me our partner in the west, 17 Leo, who's promised, who is part of the great reset. Do you see what this is? Do you see what's happening here? In the United States, with her new moon in Cancer, she's a Cancerian nation. The moon, the people, not only here at home, but with our partners abroad. This is what's defining our new moon in Cancer, USA's annual birthday gift, post-Pluto. This is so defining for so many ways. We've got our laws and our rules up here. We have, oh Lord. Now, in exact square to this, and I did not get to talk about this, and I've been watching this all week. The big shakeup. Uranus, which is one of the modern rulers of Aquarius. Uranus, think of the star and the tarot. Uranus, the innovator, the visionary, the genius, the rebel, is at 17 degrees Taurus. It is an exact square to the ascendant, who we are and who we relate to. This is in the third house of communications. There is going to be an earthquake, you guys, when it comes to Venus, because Uranus is Venus ruled. When it comes to not only money, women, votes, but things like assets, dark money, things that you receive of value, okay? This is going to be an earthquake. So right now we're going to write, I want total safety and security for my nation, allies, partners. I want my USA telecoms, comms, digital, totally protected, defended, and able and ready to go. Be prepared. Okay? So we want to have total safety and security for our nation, our allies, partners. We want our telecoms, comms, digital infrastructure totally protected, defended, and able and ready to go. Whatever it is, they're getting ready to go because they are getting something ready to go. I want a sense of stability. I want stability and security in times of unexpected chaos, unknown, jolting events and news. I want to be steady, ready, and I want my heart and back strong. Okay? Leo season is very difficult, you guys. We are going to kick things off with a bang. Something has to give because these are fixed signs. And Leo season is going to trigger all of those, the eclipses and stuff, all that stuff that happened in May. May was a difficult month, okay? So we want to get ready ahead of time. So I said I want a sense of stability and security in times of unexpected chaos, unknown events, jolting news. I want to be steady, ready, and I want a heart that is strong and a back that is strong, okay? We want those body systems strong, flexible, able to go with the flow, okay? How are you guys doing? Yes, Dr. Nancy, I want a sense of stability. Someone's exhausted with the poop? What? What are you guys talking about? Okay, what else do we have? Who am I talking about, Marie Sutton? Who am I talking about? Yes, Zelensky is bringing in the new order in a way. Oh boy. I want the billionaires planning on going to Mars to clean up space first. I like that. Okay, Holly Coleman, Aquarius rising here. In fact, this new moon chart strangely mirrors my own natal chart. Isn't that something? And like this nation being reborn, Holly, you also are reborn. And I know Saturn is there in your ascendant. You get to have Saturn Aquarius be a bit more malleable and not so difficult, okay? Because she can do that. Hi, Mary Hall. Oh, poop in our government. Okay. That's that. So we want this stability stuff first. I have to show you the next thing. This makes me very excited. Like I've been saying on Twitter, I would say for a good 2 weeks now, actually ever since the Justice Department announced that whole thing with the ATF and what they're doing about cracking down on guns. You guys, it's really huge what they're doing. Like, you have to watch that video, I don't know, was it like a month ago, 3 weeks ago? MERRICK GARLAND is part of this press conference. And he's so full of pride. And if you open your third eye, you know something else has come to pass with information that they have found out that is related to this bigger thing with what's going on here with the coup and other nations, okay? He has been nonstop smiling every once in a while throughout the day. All of a sudden, ploop, there he is. He's very proud. Which brings me back to this new moon in Cancer, this chart, because so I've talked about the top of the chart, right? East, west, the top, skies above. Well, down here, this is the 4th house. This is the area associated with Cancer. 4th house of home, mother-child, defenses. Well, here, this chart, our nation right now, is anchored in, grounded in, at this point of 5 degrees Gemini. At this new moon Cancer, at exactly 6 degrees Gemini, is MERRICK. It's like this new moon Cancer is resting upon his work. He is conjunct Venus. This is 6 degrees and 7 degrees conjunct. His values, the things he's going after, researching, is like at his fingertips. So Venus in this chart rules the 3rd house of Uranus. So he's going to have some blockbuster news. It also rules this 8th house here of debts. Money owed, spies, espionage, life and death, rebirth. I cannot think of a better place to have him here, especially since in the USA Pluto return chart, this ruler Mercury is in the most perfect place. So that is what I was told. I have to, okay, then we'll do that. This, what do we want with MERRICK? Am I doing the pretty? I think that's why I got the pretty. The pretty cards. So MERRICK is, oh my gosh, and we have Pallas Athena here at an eclipse point, which has to do with strategy right there. 6 degrees is MERRICK, 7 degrees is Venus, I think 8 degrees Gemini, there goes my throat, is USA Uranus. This could absolutely trigger something, okay? Dr. Nancy, it's most recently, it's Interpol. You had the biggest thing they started on the 14th or 15th, and they did it with agents too here because it was carried out on every continent. This, in my opinion, is what accelerated the crazy with the Russia and the GOP, because they're all sucked into this, and I think that Uvalde is sucked into it as well. And in my humble opinion, this is linked to Derek, whatever his name is, his spy network throughout the world. And in my humble opinion, I think Ginny is one of the core people that disseminates that spy stuff, okay? But this has been going, there have been many busts. They do not make it to our regular news at all, ever. The news gives us only 1 or 2 topics we get to talk about every single day, and there are hundreds and thousands, if not thousands, but there are so many big stories happening around the world that affect us directly. But again, we get a couple of stories a day, and then we choose sides, and then we are forced to fight with one another. It's so dumb. It drives me crazy. Oh, I want a truly free press. I want 1A, freedom of speech, restored AF. End to this nonsense with propaganda. Okay? So, I want that too. What do we got here? What am I supposed to do here with this? There's something else I need. I don't know what it is. Oh, how about that? The Fool, a fresh start. You guys, this is like we get to again rewrite our Constitution, so to speak. We get to reaffirm all of those things in our Constitution. It so badly needs that attention. If you get a chance to read the Constitution, to please read it word for word, wish about it, affirm it. I'm being told that what has to happen. The Constitution has just been trampled. It needs to be out there. It's getting muffled and it's suffocating. Okay. We can do that. Here. Oh my gosh, you guys. The Sun. New starts. Okay. Could we have any two better cards on what our work is here this month as citizens of the United States? And I had chose this card as the bottom of the chart and how to help MERRICK GARLAND. But the Sun is also POTUS. The Sun and Moon here in this chart is in the real estate area for the office of the President of the United States, aligned with the people. It is staring down Dark Moon Lilith. And we want to defend ourselves against Dark Moon Lilith. You know what? I remember these two cards were so inspirational. I would like to read about both of them because it touched us very deeply recently. Okay, so the Fool, jumping for joy. Okay. A cheery man wearing a yellow hard hat and high visibility jacket is poised at the end of a scaffolding plank on a building site. In one hand, he carries a hod full of bricks representing the traditional Fool's bundle, while his other hand is open with a butterfly hovering around his fingers, signifying trust and innocence. Okay, I want to trust again. Bring back this innocence. Sharing the plank is a cat wearing a jaunty Romany neckerchief, symbolizing freedom and echoing the Fool's capering dog in the Rider-Waite card. The cat has one paw raised, either asking to come along or trying to warn that this man's next step could be his last. He may have knocked over a tin of blue paint, but it's transformed into a flowing river, showing that fantasy is becoming reality. Which reality are we going to create, you guys? To further this whimsical theme, there's a white horse that appears to be flying over the fields below and a fairy tale rainbow that seems to issue from the man as the sun bursts through the clouds, revealing his light heart and optimism. To the left, there's a blushing briar rose echoing the flower in the classic image and symbolizing this Fool's wild nature, purity of intent, and the divine feminine, I would add, and naivete. Above the rose, a lark ascends, a bird with the magical ability to project its unique song even as it disappears from view. A winged sprite encourages the fool to take his leap of faith, while another construction worker stares in disbelief at his impetuous workmate. Okay, I got it. As I was reading that aloud, I got what has to happen here. So we have to release our past. Got it? Okay. Okay, yes. So, I want to release the past. By grace, please. And have a fresh start. USA. I want to see myself and others drop their weapons, stop drawing lines in the sand. Oh, I got that. And to move forward in lockstep with the law and our constitutional rights. I want USA to release the struggle and fight with each other. I want a total healing as we come to pass the coup with righteous accountability and acceptance of accountability by all. I want this ongoing theme of us, them, to end. We are one. E pluribus unum. Okay? So, I want to release the past by grace and have a fresh start, USA. I want to see myself and others just drop the weapons, drop the propaganda, drop the lie. It doesn't matter anymore. To stop drawing lines in the sand. We're not gonna fight anymore and be provoked into be fighting. And to move forward the way we need to move forward in lockstep with the law and our guaranteed constitutional rights. I want the United States to release the struggle and fight with each other, and to release those that provoke fighting between us. I want a total healing as we come to pass the coup with righteous accountability and acceptance of that accountability by all. I want this ongoing theme of us versus them, north versus south, blue versus blah, 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 to end. We're over it. We're one. E pluribus unum. Let me check in. How are you guys doing? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Peace on earth. Yes. AJ, I want to release the past and embrace our future and everything. Yeah, so you know what? Our future, what does our future look like? Have we even thought about a future without this conflict, because that's going to keep us there if we don't have the imagination. Okay, so what is this future without fighting? You guys, I'm totally blank here. I don't think we have we even considered that? We're going to be the first ones to consider it. Okay, so how do we get to this future without fighting? Angels and ancestors. What do we need to do here? I love this card, the Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. Okay, we're over fears and desires. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from this tool will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. Oracle, how? Show us the future getting past these conflicts, because we cannot be stuck here forever. Oh boy. Look at the star ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul going forward. Look at all this divine wisdom. Mirror guardian. Take time to reflect. I want to take time to reflect on the best future, USA. I want to see myself and others ponder this future. I got it. That's why they distract us, to keep us from dreaming and to keep us fighting, to keep us demoralized and to keep us frustrated like gas prices. That needs to go away. I want to remember what a nation is that dreams, that expands horizons, that finds inspiration to tap each person's greatness and soul expression. I want to see USA do that. Okay, Mirror Guardian. She's so pretty. Paisley, wow, loving this new moon, yes. Okay, Mirror Guardian. I'm going to read this to you. We'll see what we get here. That's the medicine. Take time to reflect this summer. So, all of us, USA, this is really what we need to do to get us envisioning for our futures past these conflicts they want to keep us stuck in. So, I want to see myself to take some time to reflect on your strengths, our strengths as a nation, and challenges, and how far we've come. We need to acknowledge how far this has been shit. It's been hell, you guys, the last couple of years. But to give thanks for how much we've grown and how that's gotten us ready for our futures. We need to recognize all of our gifts as such. We all have something to contribute. Angels accept you just the way you are. Wow. Just the way we are as USA, we're still loved and accepted, you guys. That has not gone away. Do not cut yourself off from that. Even when you're going through a challenging time, they still hold you in the highest esteem. So it's time for us to hold ourselves in our highest esteem, for ourselves first, and let that emanate. The mirror guardian, a female angel looking into the mirror of life, invites you to witness your spiritual strength and beauty, to see yourselves as angels do. Oh, we're reclaiming our spirit. That's what it is. The mirror represents the fact that your core beliefs and ideas are in fact what is reflected back to you by your world. Your life is one big mirror of how you feel within, and the mirror guardian helps you recognize that. When this card appears, you are being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. So USA really needs some really good time of reflection and time away from all the distractions and breaking news and sudden emergencies, yada, yada, yada. We need that time built back into our day-to-day, because this is what nourishes the soul. This is self-care. This brings us security. We've been lost. Our nation needs to rebound. Extended message. You're a beautiful being who has surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life, to take the time to note all of your recent experiences, the challenges you've surmounted, the strengths you have developed, and the lessons you have learned. Your angels want you to reflect on your strengths, in particular, those aspects of yourself that you feel have not been acknowledged by others. Offer yourself approval where it's due, and know that when you give yourself credit, others will be able to do so as well. So USA, wow, she's overwhelmed, you guys. She is overwhelmed. Okay. So USA, this is what I want. I want to see USA chill out. Take time to reflect on her journey. Take time to know that we are all accepted anyway. I want to see myself and USA take stock in her good, to be clear-eyed, sober, real, tangible, in the now. I want USA to remember who she is, where she came from, that she's good and loved, and that goodness and love are normal and right. Okay? I want to see our nation chill out, to take time to reflect on our journey, to take time to know that we were all accepted anyway. I want to see myself and USA take stock in her good, to be clear-eyed, sober, real, tangible, in the now. I want USA to remember who she is, where she came from, that she's good and loved, and that goodness and love are normal and right. I want to see come together and defend herself against the real enemies, not one another. I want truth illuminated. I want recognition they deserve. I want this information war to end and totally dealt with for good, forever. So I want to see USA come together and defend herself against the real enemies, not one another. I want truth eliminated. I want leadership clear and having the voice and recognition they deserve. I want this info war to end and totally deal with for good, forever. Okay, I got it. So this, the sun, this is Roe. These are human rights. They're all the things that have been on the chopping block that have come to pass that we see. This is what we're doing next. How are you guys doing? Sending love and hugs to everyone. Yes, please hit the thumbs up, you guys. Everyone stay safe. Sky, I want truth and justice and equality for all people. I want peace in all countries helping one another. Yes, I do too. I do too. Where does this go? I have 2 drinks going here. I'm double fisting. I've got coffee and I've got some fresh lemonade because I want both of them. Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. Sun and moon as a force. So in this chart, with our new moon in Cancer, you will notice that the sun and moon here, like I said, are in this 5th house of leadership. That the sun and moon are conjoined, that is combining forces, the president and the people, combined and united. The first hurdle they're going to leap together is dark moon Lilith. That is Donald Trump's Mercury and what he was planning to do with his messages and negotiations. It is the deep, dark pain we're feeling as a nation on many fronts. So here, I want to see POTUS and the people united in confronting and dealing with and attacking our deepest pain as a nation in the past, and leaping through that ring of fire, of pain, with total success and charging forth future for the good, greater good for all. Okay? Is there anything else here? Public service is really going to be a strong theme for our nation and our president going forward. In fact, remember that asteroid Wuhan, appropriately named. Wuhan is that super destructive asteroid. It's such a pain in the butt. Yeah, it was related to the pandemic. This asteroid shows up prominently in Pearl Harbor, 9/11, the pandemic, the 1917 pandemic. It always shows up when something devastating happens. The breadth of it, the depth of it, and the damage that occurs. That, in this chart, is at 21 degrees Leo. Now, this part feels like an opponent to me that we are fighting with. And I know that we are, fighting. I don't know if I can pick up this. I have a chart underneath here. This 21 degree point Leo is very important. Last April 4th, where did I pull that out? On April 4th this year, after our Pluto return, we had the Mars-Saturn synod. This is where shite gets really, really real. Both of these are the malefics in the sky. Mars, the aggression, the warrior. Saturn, the restrictions, the cutting, the separating from something. You often see these two things very prominently in a death chart, the relationship to them. Usually they're squaring off with things, but these things are life-taking, okay? Oftentimes you have accidents, injury, illness with this Mars-Saturn synod. Back on April 4th, they came together. And that chart has always spoken to me like it's hammer time. This is where justice prevails. This is where people can no longer hide. This is the point that there's no point of return. You've met your match, so to speak. Well, in this chart, the very top of the chart is 21 degrees Leo. Very bottom, I believe, is 21 degrees, of course, Aquarius. We've got Scorpio and Taurus here. So it's been sitting on my desk for months. It keeps talking to me, and it's because I think this cycle is meeting your... This is just so karmic and consequential for our enemies. I want some cards. What's this doing with our enemies? What's this doing with our enemy? That's because what's happening here in this area of public servants, we have the asteroid America, who she is, this Pluto return new moon Cancer. There's Biden, President Biden, kind of leading the charge with America. This is our military, our day-to-day operations. Oh, we have the asteroid Ceres here. She represents the wheat and the harvest, the hearth feeding. This is day-to-day operations. There is something going on here that is going to happen. Sorry, I don't have better words. Okay, okay. This is opponent. I'm being told to put NATO there. Okay. we are having an issue with an enemy. This is also intelligence. What are we dealing with this opponent? I need smaller cards. Ooh, I'm supposed to grab the new. The new. That is interesting, the Ten of Wands. What are we dealing with here? What are we dealing with here? America. This is like something's warring with an opponent. USA. Ooh, this feels like tanks going, attacking. Biden is backing up like he's got their back. And then we've got NATO. Oh, I don't think we're not supposed to see this. Okay. What we're going to be... Oh, theft. Again, theft. Things that they try to change. Things they try to get away with. Moving stuff around. That's Mike Flynn. Ginny had this for their... Okay. There you go. There's the propaganda. So this is the war that's going on. We are fully engaged in this. Even though no one has said we've been. So our opponent is transmitting stuff. What kind of stuff? What kind of stuff? Oh, this makes me so mad. Because I think it's people. Oh, intel. Look at that child. There's an operation going on that they are stealing. The United States says the Ten of Swords. It is stabbing us in the back. This has been weakening us for a long time. Biden says the Five of Pentacles. Is this our Five of Pentacles? Leaving people out. I think, is this? I feel like this is our courts for sale. You know, our justices. Because what I've been working on this past week, there's so much stuff that gets transmitted back and forth. Ginny seems to be the person who disperses everything. I'm keeping this, we're just going to keep this like this for now. The second thing, our opponent wants to ruin the world. This is the failed coup. It's that thing, they're trying to take over the world. It's not totally going the way they want, but again, this felt like a tank going, we're taking action against them. Ooh, I mean, this felt so strong. We are just fighting back so hard on this with our courts. And Biden says, we have everything we could possibly need. We are totally, completely invested in this. This feels like this just gets steamrolled. Like it just falls apart, whatever they're doing. The opponent, the third thing, is trying to hang on. They want to sell us on it being stability. It's not. This is assault. This is also, I hate to say, it's like rape. Having someone planted so firmly on you, they're not listening. Oh, oh my God. I was getting ready to say these are our rights and our values as a nation. And then I flipped this over. Yes, we see what you're doing. We're going to fight for our stability because you keep assaulting us. Biden. is going to shine. He's going to illuminate it all. Look, it's over there. This might have to do with our courts. NATO in the background, can't see, has track of all the crimes that have been committed, all the oligarchs, the self-dealing, the payouts, and the data transfers, has all the records. This is what we're dealing with. This feels it disintegrates, but we've really identified what the issue is here. Wow. So that looks like a good defense plan here. So I want USA, Biden, NATO allies to have total success taking on our enemies and those who steal, maim, assault, and are put in jail. So I want USA, Biden, NATO allies to have total success taking on our enemies and those who steal, maim, and assault us, put in jail for a long time. How are you guys doing? Okay, how are you doing? Yeah, we want the Federalist Society gone. San Diego seized a $300 million oligarch yacht today. That's awesome. We want more seizures. There was another huge... Did you hear about the crypto theft the other day? They found out about $100 million. Okay, I want San Diego to be normal. I want all of our things to be normal. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, Naked HD, go away. So desperate. I want all trolls gone. Okay. My goodness. Go away. Delete. Remove. Who? Oh, you know what? I need to take a screenshot of this user because it will not show up in the chat later. Okay. Yeah, AJ, there was a huge another $100 million theft with crypto the other day. It was crazy. Okay, let's get to our last card that we're going to do for our new moon wishes, which is the sun, which is, we're talking the divine feminine and illuminating what needs to be right in our world. Okay, put this, I keep her here. Well, I'm just going to keep both of them here. I've got kind of a mess going on here. My goodness. Oh, let me do these dice really quick. I want to see what's most active right now. Um, 21 Taurus. Oh my God. Not only do we have 17 degrees Uranus shaking stuff up in Washington, D.C., the North Node, the destiny, the karma, where we're headed, is 21 degrees Taurus, and it is creating so much tension for the ramifications and destiny, the outcomes of what's going on with this Wuhan asteroid 21 Leo, and accountability. That's crazy. Okay, dice, show me. What are the most important pieces of this chart? Oops, I'm going to redo that. Sloppy dice, you drink twice, right? Capricorn. Well, that is interesting. So we have Capricorn. That's where the Saturn-Pluto conjunction was. This is where our Pluto return number 2 is going to happen. This in this chart is in the area of our networks and our secrets. We have Pluto, USA Defense's Potomac here. Something's gonna pop. It's like inevitable. You can't be held back. Ixion is a murderer. Death. I feel like those are death threats. Trying to bring about an end to something. So we've got Capricorn over here. I'm happy to see that. We have, now this is the south node. The north node right now, is Taurus 21, which means the south node is 21 Scorpio. And the south node is what we're releasing and dissolving. There is something being released and dissolved overseas related to our laws, related to finances, money abroad, espionage, our law enforcement. We're not going to know this for a while, but this is very important, that we're eliminating and dissolving something, which is good, because Scorpio, Taurus, fixed signs, it takes a while to undo these things. And there is, what is coming undone? What is coming undone? What are we releasing? What's getting dissolved over there? It's from the last 2004 cycle-ish too, also. Oh, well, the mercenaries, the money going through our courts. The Page of Wands, the people who act out and carry out these things from abroad that are hidden, that are just out. This is, you guys, this is very good. This is what's getting dissolved. Thank you. That makes me happy. And the first house here is quite large. We have Pisces intercepted here. But this is all defines who we are in the world. Our health. It encompasses a lot of things. Wow. Okay. Let's read the sun. This will be the last one, because this one is about Ro. Okay, let's just get it out of our system. What do you want to have happen with what happened with Ro and SCOTUS, okay? What do you want? I want a new Ro. I want SCOTI. Okay, we're just going to go Thomas, ACB, Kavanaugh, Gorsuch, Alito. Does that spell anything? Impeached, removed, arrested. I want them gone. And forbidden to practice law. Again, I want them to register FARA. What else you guys want? What do you want with all of that? What? I want a new I want a new Supreme Court, not a supremacist court. Gotcha. I want women to be empowered like never before in history. Fully feminine, yet in touch with our power and autonomy. EP, that word autonomy kept coming up for me earlier. Yes, and you can write for your personal wish. I want total and complete full autonomy over my life and my body. Okay, so at least you guarantee that for yourself. It ripples out, okay? I want SCOTUS to be expanded. I want to overturn Citizens United. Electra, I want Russia out of our country for good, and the China, and the Saudi, and all those people on the ground that are messing everything up. Paisley, I want a better road chart. Yes, you do. I do too. I really do not like that old road chart. I want Trump to never be able to run for office again, and all of them. Who else do we not want to be able to run? Everyone who participated in this. MTG, Bo Bird, Gates, Gohmert, all those goobers, the senators, Hawley, Rand, Lee, you know, all of them. I want this. We have to do this one. I want the ERA ratified this year, ASAP. I want Dems to win super majority midterms. Okay, what else you guys got? I want Trump in jail. Okay, we can't necessarily create in other people's experiences, so we can write things like, I want to be so happy with fellow citizens as our legal system laws fulfill our wildest dreams, okay? Because like Trump and there's resistance in that as well. So you kind of got to be careful how we write this because we don't want to create another problem. We just want it done, okay? I want the ERA to be codified and become law. I want money out of politics. The usual suspects. I want the cult to snap out of it. Yes, Jack. I want to see the cult snap out of it and demand, what are they demanding? Accountability. And reimbursement. I just would love to see them take Don Julio for a civil case versus, Trump Organization. I want justice. I want them deprogrammed. I want our country to be smart again and only listen to reason, not stupidity. Yes, I want schools to be fully funded. I want staffs to be fully funded. I want education fully funded. I want the people to be the primary priority. What else? Okay. Yes. The other asteroid I keep seeing a lot lately is Grant, as in President Grant, who was the one who enforced the 14th Amendment during Reconstruction. And to me, that is a very good sign. Let's read about the sun here, because this sun is what we need to help all of our sisters, the women, the men and families who need their counterparts to be safe as well. We can't have one half of the population safe and the other not. No, you know what I mean. We need to illuminate. Oh, where's the sun? We loved this one last time too when we drew this. Okay, so the sun, rise and shine. The key words are vitality, positivity, confidence, glory, radiance, rejoice. I want to totally rejoice over the success of women's rights and autonomy. Creation, elation, truth, constancy. This represents Sun, Fire, and Leo. So the Rider-Waite includes an orange-red banner, and here it becomes a smiling young woman's headscarf, which streams out behind her like bright energy. The sun has burst through the clouds, and she beams its brilliance, lighting up the grim red brick alleyway between terraced houses. She wears tangerine, gold, and scarlet, and radiates self-assurance and vitality, as does the exuberant fire element that accompanies her. A pigeon, a bird, considered ordinary despite their beautiful amber eyes, iridescent throat, and white collar, sits on a roof while a flame-hued butterfly flutters to the flowers hidden behind a wall. The story. The sun will come out tomorrow, I promise, no matter how tough or bleak things are today. It will rise again, and so will you. Who am I to tell you this? I'm just someone who's learned to walk in beauty with unfailing optimism. I may be carefree and jubilant now, but to shine this hard and this constantly, I had to burn my way through my own clouds. My life's been no bed of roses, and I've never been given privileges. In fact, I've been held back by circumstances and limited by my gender, status, culture, and creed. I've always had real community, which strengthened me, but there wasn't the money, much less the belief. Expectations were low, while my personal standards are high. Despite my limitations, I always saw my future with intense clarity. A useful career and a profession I could feel passion for, not just a struggle to get by. I'm no rebel, but I had to show courage in standing up for my rights. Every door that's open for me has done so through my own diligent application. There have been many rejections and privations along the way, but now I've made it. I've proved myself and shown what can be achieved if we never give up. I've raised our game for good. I love who I am, what I do, and where I'm from, and never see how broken things are, but how fabulous they can be. No matter what happens, I'll keep my sunny side up and illume the splendor all around us. Yes, even here. Why not? It's within your power to radiate positivity too. Let there be light in your life, and may that kind light always be true. This is the message to getting to our future. We are not broken. We are not stuck. We keep on keeping on. Our ancestors, the women ahead of us, knew, and we are going to keep fulfilling their hope and this nation's promise of our birthrights. And I am seeing Benjamin Franklin again, sitting in the chair, rocking away, saying, hey, don't forget, I wrote that handbook that was a DIY, do-it-yourself, be a good American, learn how to read, learn how to write, know how to do math. And by the way, here's how you take care of your horses. And if you need a DIY home abortion method, here you go. This is how you do it. And that is what was popular at the time and recommended by doctors and common knowledge. We're done with the bullshittery, you guys. We are so close to this, but we have to be able to see this in our future. There is no better time than right now as an American. Anyone at this new moon Cancer, defending our nation, defending our people, defending women, defending all, into our new version, America 2.0. It's all right here. And I'm telling you, I know it's a struggle, but I keep seeing, like, it's almost like things just like almost flip on a dime. And it's like, almost like we wake up and we're like, oh, everything's normal again. We're getting there, you guys. We're getting there, okay? We have been through so much together. we've been through the hardest, worst stuff to this point. We were meant to be here. We're supposed to be here. We got through that 2020 crucible of crap. Oh my gosh. We are on the downside, the downslope. But there's still work to be done. We're not just going to coast. Okay? We still have to be diligent, work our good new habits, and work our good new optimism, and work our good new faith in the universe that we're going to get there, and we're going to pass it on, okay? You guys, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you so much, moderators. Always a brilliant job. Couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you so much for your wonderful donations. I so appreciate them. This is a process. We're going to get through it. I know it's so frustrating, but we're going to grow a steel spine. We're going to have strong hearts. We're going to get through this. And if we have to do this every single day the rest of our lives, it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it, okay? You guys have a good evening. We'll keep in touch. We'll see you soon. We'll talk to you later. Good night, Electra. Thank you, EP. Thank you, Jack. Yes, we're strong and united. Good night, Holly. Thank you, Paisley. Thank you, AJ. Good night, Ocean. Good night, Frida. Thank you, Carmen. Just Julie, you're the best. Okay, bless you. Good night, Dr. Nancy. We'll see you later. Bye.